Something big is coming. Something big is coming. If you remember those words, you know what I'm talking about. It was announced that something big is coming. And all of us were told that Pitso is returning to Mamelodi Sundowns. And I argued with a lot of people. And some of them were even saying, you are jealous of Pitso coming back to Sundowns. And I said, why should I? Because I would love to see Pitso back at Sundowns. I was one of the few people that said Pitso should come back to Sundowns. But at that time, I said I doubt that Pitso would go back to Sundowns. And a few days later, it was announced that actually Saleng is yellow. Now, since Saleng is yellow, it's the first time Orlando Pirates are meeting Sundowns. Fireworks. A lot of people are saying Saleng is not yet fit. There are rumors that he's doing light training, and I'm asking myself, what's light training? Can somebody explain to me what's light training? And if you know Chlorkop and those big walls, how would you even determine what's light training inside those walls? What if something big is actually coming? What if that FNB is going to see something big? What if Salem plays? Is Orlando Pirates ready? We all know that Saleng has mesmerized Mamelodi Sundowns many a times. Many a times. You know, many a times. And whenever Saleng plays, there would always be those, videos that would be trending after each and every game against Mamelodi Sundowns. You know, I, for one, wish and pray that Saleng plays against Orlando Pirates. I just want to see something. I want to see something. Let's not forget that these teams are the ones that dominated Bafana Bafana squad for the last 3 years. It's always been Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. Even in the last AFCON, even the AFCON before, where Bafana Bafana got a bronze medal, it was still Mamelodi Sundowns and not Orlando Pirates players, the majority. And it happened again. So for the first time since Bafana Bafana lost at the AFCON, that these two teams will be meeting. And we are all excited. And my excitement comes from the fact that most of these players want to make it to the World Cup. And what better way to prove it? What better way to prove? They have to prove it in this game between Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. And I'm excited. And I'm praying that Saleng plays. And on that note, I need to ask 3 questions. One, should Saleng play? Number two, do you think he's going to play? Number three, if he plays, what do you think is going to happen? From the atmosphere of the crowd to what he would do on the field. The transformation of light training becoming reality. Because something tells me this something big is still coming. I still feel, there's something bigger coming out of that something big that was initially announced. And we all know the rivalry between Orlando Pirates and Sundowns, more especially when it comes to the league title. Many a times, Sundowns has disturbed Orlando Pirates from snatching this long awaited title. And a lot of Orlando Pirates this time around believe the cup is going to Orlando. This time around, they believe the cup is going to Orlando. But then I've asked you 3 questions. Should he play? Should they play him? What would happen if he plays? What would be the reaction from the crowd, from his fellow players? Does he deserve to play? We've seen him do a lot of things, and this is the time for him to prove if he really wants to go to the World Cup. A lot of players are looking forward to the World Cup, but then it's going to be a battle of defenders, battle of midfielders, battle of strikers, battle of goalkeepers. Let's not forget that China is also doing well. We know who's Bafana Bafana's captain. So it's a lot of things that are going to be involved in this game. And really has upped his game. So it's one of the most interesting matches. But I want those comments out of my three questions. You know, I want to see something big. I want to see something tomorrow. Don't you? Let's wait and see. Thank you.